Okay, what we have here is my 2015 Road Glide. I've looked all over the internet trying to find a double din radio where someone's did an install. Couldn't find anything, so I said I'll try to do it myself. So, if you haven't had your bike apart yet, take the front fairing off. You notice that it is basically was set up for a single din. So what I've taken and done, I've taken the stock radio out. This plate was solid in here. Cut the plate out to make room for a double din. And that's what I'm in the process of doing. Is putting a double din radio in here. As anyone knows, they have the newer bikes, 14 and on. The radios are horrible. They suck. Sound quality is horrible. So, we're in the process of doing. Let's put this double din in. Got something with nav. Actually, I bought one of the Pioneers. As you can see here, you got a Pioneer NX, the AV-H-4100 NX, which works off your iPhone. You can get directions off your phone. It'll come through the screen itself. Thought it'd be a nice setup, be a nice upgrade. So, I kind of had already did the cutout and thought to myself, let me do this video because I'm sure other people would be interested in putting this in their bike. So, like I said, you gotta cut an axle, you gotta cut the hole out. Cut the metal plate out. And of course, when you're cutting the plate out, just like a plane, you never see a plane with straight corners, because obviously straight corners are going to, if you bring corners into a straight point, that's going to be a weakened spot. So always round your corners. Round your corners. Why? Because you don't see planes flying in the sky that are boxy or come to a point. So if you round your corners, you'll still keep your structure of your metal mount, and also while making access or enough room for the actual new radio to go in. And what I took and did, I'm sure people have seen the upgrade kit on the internet, which they don't tell you it's for a Road Glide, but you know what? If you happen to open it up and look in the instructions, you'll see that it is for a Road Glide as well. So, I purchased the kit. So what I had to do with the kit, it comes with all your wiring. So what I ended up doing was taking the kit, which had the faceplate, and I had to cut the faceplate out to make enough room to be able to put the new radio in. So basically cutting the lower section out, which when you buy this kit allows you to be able to keep your gauges, to be able to read your oil temperature, and be able to change to where the back cylinder shuts down. That that whole kick-a-boodle. And it comes with this little digital media. This media here would have went into that opening, but I cut it out to make room for the double din. As you can see there, it sits in there. How many of us are always going to look at this little gauge? Nah, to be honest with you, I've had this bike since July, and I haven't even looked at the gauge but one time, and that's just out of curiosity. So what I'm going to attempt to do is get my new radio installed and take this puppy and run the wires through it inside and hide it inside of one of these. I'll probably put it in this one here. I'll put it inside of here, and if I ever need to change anything or look at it, it'll be inside the little glove compartment here. So that's what we're in the process of doing. Putting the radio in. well, I had already upgraded my speakers, but as everyone knows, that the way Harley has set these up, they sound like shit with the stock stereo. And even that's even focals. I had focals in there. But in the process of my upgrade, I'm going to, because I took the focals out of my street glide, because I want to see my pretty little lady here. She's all done up. I have a set of focals. Got focals in this. This system sounds great. Pioneer stereo, tweeters. It has the Arc Audio amp, focal speakers. Just in the top now. I'll put them in my lower. I have a set for my lower, which are in this bike now. But doing the upgrade on the Road Glide, what I'm doing on this guy is we're going to put a set of the Hertz in it. Yeah, buddy. Can't go wrong with the Hertz. Set of Hertz. And then we're going to follow it up with a, where's that? We're going to put ourselves a Rockford Fosgate amp in there. It's a 4-channel amplifier. So when I do upgrade, which eventually I'll be doing, probably the lids, not right now, a later time, but we get the Hertz speakers in there. This thing ought to sound pretty good. So I'm going to stop the video here and there for as we kind of go along, but like I say, cut out the section, make enough room for your double din radio depending upon what you buy, round the corners, and also too, as you cut this metal away, make sure you paint the bare metal so you don't have any problems with rusting later on. Okay, so we'll stop it here, pick it up again, and we'll move this puppy right on along. Alright, so we're back. This is the radio is installed. It's pretty tight, but you can see it's fit in there. Everything bolts back in the original holes. It's minus all the metal I cut out, like I was telling you what you had to do and what you needed to do. What you have to make room for the radio, and especially for the amp. I mean, the amp, ooh, that's a beast. But double din, you can make room for it. It is doable, so one can see. I had to change up amps. I screwed up, and when I bought the Rockford amp I showed you earlier, that was like almost like kind of like a normal size amp. It was a little too large, but I went to the Arc Audio amp. I put that in there. So yeah, I made it fit. As you can see, it is doable. All the wiring's in there, and you can see the amps in place, so she's good to go. So that's basically what you're looking at. It's all closed up. Everything's back in order. I got a lot of wires in here because I got a shitload of LEDs on this bike. And another thing I'm waiting for is a part to come in for the to be able to enable to be able to play videos. I ordered like a little part off eBay. It's these newer ones, you can't just ground them out and have it work. You know, to be able to just watch videos and stuff, you have to physically send pulses to it. And there's a guy that made a part up that you can plug it onto it, and it creates pulses to be able to allow you to simulate like a vehicle being in park with the brake on, to allow you to do videos. So once I get that part in, I'll put that on there and be able to watch videos. So I may be the fool you see driving down the road with videos going on at the same time, but it'd be pretty cool to have. Be a neat little option. But anyway, that's what she looks like, and roll right into the next video where we're going to show the functions and show it turn on and make sure, you know, where everything works. So to the next one. Out.